The parrot.
The
Why
parrot
is
shot
saying
him.
Insolent lawyer. Okay. Intriguing. Continue. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Yep. Show me the evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
This picture of the empty lake taken at 12:24
Perfect.
at 11:50 p.m. Present,
perfect.
take that. Look at this photograph. Every time I look, it makes me laugh at how dumb you are, Von Karma, because this was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. In other words, almost Christmas.
But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Exactly, that backs up Larry's testimony, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why the photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
I mean what I mean, Your Honor. This photograph was taken by an automatic camera set to very loud noises. Exactly like I said.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. Almost Christmas. That's why this photograph was taken. Point in other words. Tap, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight.
She also clearly lied and admitted she lied on the stand.
Yeah, that's also true.
Exactly, I would take what she says with a grain of salt. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Heck yeah, I am. I mean, not at all, Your Honor. There was a third shot.
Alright, fine, guess we gotta keep integrity,
Because-
unlike her.
The point is that even though she was lying about all that other stuff on the stand, it is a fact that the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Tap, Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause in between them, thus 3 gunshots fired from that gun that says there was 3 gunshots fired.
Why would this be?
There was a preemptive shot.
Objection! Don't be fooled, Judge.
What?
The camera was set to respond to loud noises, yes, and meteors are commonly loud, as
No.
established.
No, not the meteors.
No.
Volcanic eruptions. Nukes.
Yes?
999! There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Could have been a nuclear warhead, or the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
We know this to be false.
Hey! My nose was clear that night, man! Clear!
Test his mucus.
Ew. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was a gunshot?
Yes.
Indeed. Please show the court evidence if you have any.
It's the gun.
Yeah, fired 3 times, baby! Take that! This is my
Gotta
evidence.
be the murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired, or the first shot fired? Because only now have I realized the truth, Tap, that the 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight, thus the first shot. Bada boom.
Bada bing. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why? I ask you why?
You're asking me? I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Aha!
Well, what's wrong, Nick?
I have it, but Ori doesn't have it. Does Dylan or Mark have it? I don't have it.
I think he's connecting it back to DL6, maybe? Huh? Or not?
Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Yeah, of course I remember.
I have no idea where this is going at all.
Neither do I.
Oh,
no
I think
clue.
I might know.
What?
You gotta say it now, Marzi. You don't get credit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's similar to where we were dealing with different times in that case, like travel times, how long it took them to get from point A to point B. I'm thinking someone was sneaking around on shore. I'm thinking it's a marksman on our hands.
Oh wait, the sniper thing is coming back.
Oh my god. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the manslaughterer in that case. So yeah, I guess it's move the body afterwards. Like he was already dead the whole time or something?
And just plop him in the boat with Edgeworth? What do you mean?
Maya!
Yes!
If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
I don't know, because Ori doesn't know. Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Tap, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
You know, for his mentor,
Wrong,
you're very
Von
quick to
Karma.
throw him under the bus.
I'm right and you're wrong. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
9999. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath. Consider the fact. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. The bang, the plop,
The sploosh.
there was a
Pitiful.
gunshot fired on that, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide, nor a sniper. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
Nine.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Tap, Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad?
Oh god, the music got intense.
Explain who
Von
the two men
Karma.
on the boat are.
Alright, if we're going for the sniper
definitely
angle,
Edgeworth.
it's Edgeworth and Hammond.
No.
I don't think there's
It
any
can't-
way it could not be Edgeworth on there.
It's
I
definitely
don't
Edgeworth.
think that's the angle.
I think it's Edgeworth and the murderer because Hammond was discovered later and he was shot beforehand. So the guy in the boat was not Hammond. It must have been the murderer. He faked falling. He just suddenly fall off the boat when someone
We
made a
do
shot.
know it can't be Hammond because, according to this testimony that you just gave, Hammond's dead. So
Yeah, so it has to be Edgeworth and the murderer.
Edgeworth and the murderer.
Tap, of
Oh,
course.
no music.
It was Edgeworth and the murderer. Point after the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50 p.m. He assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
That's how Steel Samurai comes
This
in
is how
because
Steel
it
Samurai
was
comes Okay.
that's
So
the connection they
we
were
didn't
making.
get it,
You were all wrong.
I didn't think they'd pull off the face mask twice.
but they did.
They did.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. He was very young at the time. Tap, that's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Get Mission Impossible a second time.
Ludicrous!
Oh, he's stuttering. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, I don't know.
I would go with I don't know.
It's because it's not Edgeworth and it's
Not
definitely
Lana.
not Lana, so I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
That's not my job.
Ah! Again, you waste my time.
Tap, I don't know because he never told us.
Oh no.
Oh no. What? That is not what I expected when I clicked I don't know. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man, Tap, at 11:50. He was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
He did it at the boat shop. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat. It was all washed up.
Well, then where did the murder take place?
I guess at the boathouse?
I'm thinking at the boathouse.
Yes.
The parrot. That's
The
why
parrot
it's saying
shot him.
don't forget. No!
No, this case has gone roundabout in a way I did not expect, but here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection! Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will.
I will not.
He's playing a game of Snake on the lake.
He's not searching, he just doesn't know how to row the boat. God damn it, how do you work this thing?
That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He won't tell us what. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time, turned up to booming loud,
Would
man.
have to be pretty close to hear that.
In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Closer than we may think. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow and steady, I might just win this race. I mean, be able to figure it out.
Your Honor, it all started with a glacier rolling through and making this depression in which water
It's a
we
cow
know as
lake.
Goldie Lake.
That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh God. Oh God.
Whoa!
Oh God.
Oh, but there's the parrot.
Wait, the sink was too clean. The blood got on the sink, and he cleaned it up. The sink was too clean. This was around 11:50 p.m. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond.
Sailor
Got in
Moon
the-
transformation.
Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The
It was-
caretaker? Not Edgeworth. Edgeworth said he never fired anything.
Well, Edgeworth said he picked it up after it had been fired. That's how his
Yeah,
fingerprints
so
ended
the
up.
boat
It
shot
has to be the caretaker.
Exactly. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol at the water. He was trying to catch Gordy.
That's why those 2 bullets were never found.
He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
I told you he was hunting Gordy. Details.
Knows this, right? The moment you run out of explanation, the moment you lose.
We're not out of explanations.
Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. Yes.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness.
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw the attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then, he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Stunned silence, I see.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Real.
It really is.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions.
Oh, ho ho. And a Merry Christmas.
Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
We hope you enjoyed watching this episode of the Arcade Cabinet.
Join us. We're live 9 p.m. Eastern, Twitch, and YouTube.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like and subscribe for more content and chaos.
See you next time.
And Meowth, that's right!
No.